Hey everybody, welcome back to Hanging with Hodge. I'm Hodge, your host. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us today. Well, as all good things must come to an end. Unfortunately, so did our cruise on the Enchanted Princess. We had 7 wonderful nights on board with my sister and her husband. And in this video, we're going to give you the pros and cons of what Wendy and I thought about the cruise. So, stay tuned. All right. We're going to sit out on the deck here now. So one of the things we like doing when we're on the cruises is to sit out. We love the balcony. Sit out on the balcony, have some wine. And this time here, we normally will sit out in the evening with a glass of wine looking out as the sun goes down. But we didn't get a chance. We've been so busy this cruise, we didn't get a chance to do that yet. So we're on the last day of our cruise. Unfortunately, we have to go home tomorrow. Sorry, babe. Back to real life. I said, well, let's go sit out on our deck, have our wine, and I ordered a fruit plate as well. And I actually, if you take a look down, you can see that there's both. That's one fruit plate that we had ordered. I didn't think they were going to bring this much, so I ordered 2. We got another set inside. And I didn't think that the glass of wine would be as big either, so I had ordered 2 for each of us, thinking it'd be double for it, and that's a pretty solid glass right there. So, cheers, babe. Happy vacation.
Happy vacation.
All right. Just wanted to round out this video. Things that we liked, that we didn't like. I think when we first started off, it was a little bit rough at first. Agree?
It was a new ship. First time we were on Enchanted.
Yep.
We knew Princess. We've been on Royal twice, or Regal twice before.
Yep.
So learning a little bit more and different about Enchanted. I like her. A lot of things similar.
Yep. The spaces. This is bigger than Regal. But really, and it really means that there's more cabins on board. The spaces themselves look to be about the same size, like crooners. About the same size as what it is on Regal, even though Enchanted's a bigger ship. They're laid out a little bit differently, but not a whole lot different. So if you've been on Regal, you'll easily find your way around here. Main dining rooms were a little bit different.
I really enjoyed the main dining room. We had wonderful waiters.
So, one of the pros here, there's a pro tip. As you book your cruise, once you get paid off, you download the app, you go and you make your dining reservations, and you can set it for the same time each night. So, I went ahead and I booked us with Laura and Carl, my sister and her husband, for 7 o'clock at Amalfi's each night. And after our first night there, we really liked our waiter. We were able to stay by a window, so we're pretty close to the window. And they said we liked our waiter. So that night, when we finished up, we went back to the head maitre d' and we said, hey, we would like to have this same table each night of the cruise. And he checked for us and it was available. And so he put us down so we could have that same table and our same waiter, Enrique, who did an awesome job. Thank you very much, sir. And the staff there was incredible. Matter of fact, on the second night, we had mentioned in regards to allergies.
Very good.
So one of the restaurant managers came over, found out the allergies that Wendy has and that both Laura and I have. gave us a menu each night for the following night, the upcoming night, the night before, so that we could pre-order our dinners and they could make sure that our allergies that we deal with were able to be taken care of. So that's a big bonus right there. We had an issue with that on the Regal the last time we were on. But this time here, no problem at all. And they just did a phenomenal job. So big plus there. What was one of your favorite things about the cruise as a whole? What was like the highlight of the entire cruise for you?
I enjoy the way dinner was essentially our whole evening affair. We were dressed by around 5 to 6 o'clock. We go down to Crooners, we'd get a drink or two, and our dinner reservation wasn't until 7. But we'd have fun talking and meeting new people too. Laura met a number of new people. And then we went down and had lovely dinner. We got to know people that were on the single tables on either side of our double table, and we all seemed to have dinner within a half hour of each other. And we just had a great time talking with people each night.
Right. So at dinner, we met Janet. Damn it, Janet. So one of the ways we'll remember the names is name association, and from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And she said her name. It's Janet. Janet's really nice, very nice lady.
And Fran.
And then Fran, who's retired Air Force. He sat on the other side of us. So we were 4 in the middle, and
Janet
we had Janet right next to the window, and Fran, who came a little bit later, he was on our other side. Before Fran sits down, and this is where the offset of dining time is kind of cool, was Len and Deborah.
Very nice.
And they are hilarious ladies. They are a riot. Really enjoyed them.
And we finished dinner somewhere around 9 o'clock, and then we would go out. And depending on the night, we found trivia, or we did a comedy show one night. I think we actually are going to try to go to Princess Theater tonight.
Cool. I want to back up to that comedy show. And that's another real positive that I liked about the comedian that they had on. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I'll look it up, and I'll put it like on the screen here below. But he was really good. We went to the 9 o'clock showing. So he was doing 3 showings. And so we went to the middle showing, a little bit later. And he came out and he identified a young person in the audience as being, it was her birthday. She was turning 12 years old, and he immediately changed what he was planning. Even saying, okay, so we can't even keep this PG-13, we will keep it at PG. And as a father, granted our kids are grown now, but as a father, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate, hey, you go into the later showings, it might be a little bit coarser, depending on the type of humor and stuff that you have. But when you have kids in there, he immediately turned on a dime and made sure that he kept it at family friendly. And there was actually even another joke in there where he was telling the joke, and it had different steps in it. And he goes, and I'm going to skip over this step because we're keeping this PG-13 tonight. Or we're keeping it PG tonight. So I really appreciate that. Again, we had a comedian back on Regal we weren't as impressed with. This guy here knocked it out of the park. He was great. Really enjoyed it. And he's a veteran as well. And we're here over Memorial Day, so shout out to all the vets out there, and especially to those who gave the ultimate. So, and they did a great service. I appreciated the Memorial Day service that they did as well. That's another big pro that they had. What else was another pro for you?
Shopping was kind of fun. Laura and I hit up the cheap rings, a couple rings. Also, we were able to, because with our particular excursions, we just did not end up with any extra time shopping. We literally left. First one's off the boat, next to last one's back, and did not have time to shop in port. So they actually did have pretty good deals on t-shirts for the 3 ports that we went to. So we were able to get t-shirts.
Oh, yeah, so we weren't able to stop off at Costa Maya yesterday morning. As you'll see in another video, the wind was just blowing. They were trying to dock, and they realized they could not do it safely, so the captain called off Costa Maya. I appreciated that as well, making sure that he puts the safety of the ship and the people above, just letting people get off. And I know that there were some people that weren't happy about that. They were pretty upset. But right off the bat, as he was making that announcement, he specifically stated that anybody who had, we all got a credit for the port fee. That was already automatically showed up. And if you had excursion, obviously booked through Princess, those were being refunded automatically. You didn't need to go down to customer service, automatically took care of it. Which is one reason why to go ahead and book through the cruise, whichever cruise line you're using, because sometimes you just can't make it in port. It's just not safe. And if that's the case, if you book through the shipping company, they take care of that and they credit everything back to you.
The spa.
The spa. The spa was wonderful. You can get some good deals at the spa on port days. We knew we didn't have any excursions booked for off ship at Costa Maya. So we were planning on going to the spa. Now, even though we didn't go into Costa Maya, the ship wasn't able to dock.
I still kept the deal.
I still kept the deal. We got the spa?
Autopia.
Spa. Yep, the Spatopia. That was incredible. We got it for $159 each, plus they put a service truck onto the tip, and which was about $30, so roughly $190 per person. And we did it as a couple in the same room. And the ladies that we had that were doing it were incredible. Had the nice music playing when we go in. They dim the lights. You have you start off face down into one of those massage beds there, and they work on you. They did like this scraping or scratching type deal.
Dry brushing.
Dry brushing, that's what it was.
And the hot stones. I've never had hot stones like that before.
The hot stones were incredible. Love that.
Very good.
Yep. And we just had, definitely I'd recommend it. If you can do it, absolutely. So overall, a positive experience. Would you do it again?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep, same here.
I'm a Princess fan. This is our 3rd Princess cruise.
Yep. But again, not everything went perfect.
No,
There were
a couple snafus.
There were a couple snafus. So when we got onto this cruise, it was right after a cruise that they stated had an outbreak of norovirus. So they were doing a deep cleaning of the ship before we got on.
We didn't get on until much later.
Right, and we couldn't get into our room until much later.
Yeah.
But that's because they were doing the deep cleaning. Now, some people, I heard them complaining in regards to, well, the outbreak wasn't that bad. It was only a few people. My thinking, and I'm not a scientist, that's your call. I'm not a scientist, but I'm thinking, well, you get a few people that had it on the previous one. If you don't do the deep cleaning, those germs stay around, and then the next cruise, it spikes up more, and the next cruise, it spikes up even more. So it's better to do that deep cleaning and get it taken care of before it gets out of hand. So it did delay us getting in. They didn't have, when we were able to get into our room, which was much later, one of the snafus, They didn't have toilet paper or towels in there, in the bathroom. So that was kind of a con. I would have thought that they should have had, if they were going to let us into our staterooms, they should have had at least toilet paper and towels in the bathroom, if nothing else. So that was a con that I would see. That was day one. Can you think of any other con?
There's always a few glitches with the app.
Yes.
What's going on with the app, but that's kind of the way it's been. Our first Princess Cruise
Yes.
was one of the first ones where the app came out.
Yes. So we were trying to order bathrobes through the app. You can order complimentary bathrobes through the app. Now, we've only got 2 people in our cabin. So on day 1, I ordered 2 bathrobes. Now, the first cruise we went on with Princess, they already had bathrobes in the bedroom. They're already hanging out. And I can see, hey, they don't do that anymore, you know, now that after the pandemic and everything, that's done. They don't do that anymore, and it's a waste of water because you don't know who's worn it and who hasn't. You gotta take all the bathrobes out, wash them, put them all back. So now you request them. I'm good with that. So on day 1, I requested bathrobes. Nothing showed up. On day 2, I went in to the app and I requested 2 bathrobes again. Nothing showed up. On day 3, did the same again. Nothing showed up. So obviously something's not working. I go downstairs to customer service. I said, hey, look, we've been trying to order bathrobes through the app. And they said, they were very apologetic. They said, yes, the app still has some bugs in it. And so I said, great, this will be taken care of. We'll have a couple bathrobes. We get upstairs, back door room that evening.
We now have 5 bathrobes.
We now have 5 bathrobes. And I don't know how they got 5 because that should have been 6, but we got 5. So I put one on each limb. I gave one to Wendy. I put one on each limb. And I took 3 of them, brought them back down to customer service. Said thank you. We don't need these 3. We got the 2. We're good to go now. So little snafus like that will happen along the way.
No problems with getting distilled water or extension cord for my CPAP machine. They were brought immediately as soon as we asked for them.
Mm-hmm.
We had requested them in advance, so it was a request that was known. But we just mentioned it to our steward, he brought it right in for us.
Right. Yep. I will say one thing that I have been disappointed in is the number of wines available in the Princess Plus package. So, right now we have Sauvignon Blanc. However, with the Princess Plus package, there is only one brand of Sauvignon Blanc. I can't order, well, I want this brand or this brand. It's not any variety. That's the way it is with all the wines. On the Princess Plus there's like one Malbec, there's one Cabernet Sauvignon, there's one Pinot Grigio, there's one Sauvignon Blanc. So when you order, you just order the varietal, you don't get to order a specific type. Now you can order bottles and you get a 25% off. But as a meat, and that's the other thing that I am disappointed in. They don't have meat on board. I have yet to see any other cruise lines that have meat on board. If you know a cruise line that has meat on board, put it into the comments below. I want to go ride with them then.
Closest we've seen is Disney.
Yes, they had a wine.
Honey wine.
They had a wine with honey in it. Right? They had a honey wine. It was wine with honey added into it. It's a white wine with honey added in, but it wasn't a true mead. So that's something that's disappointing. Is just in regards to the selection of wine if you're on the Premier Plus program.
The cooking demonstration was wonderful. Again, this morning.
It was incredible. We had an absolute blast with it. The folks that put the show on did an incredible job. What was the best part of that for you?
Oh, just the interplay between the executive chef and his front of house component. They both have done this. They've worked it out very well. They just have a lot of fun with it, and it smelled really good.
Yeah. Yes.
It made me want to go check out the Italian stuff that they had up at the buffet, and I went and looked for the cakes that they put on display today, and we're slicing and handing out too.
Yep. Now the buffet, that's called the World Market. That's right.
Part of it is, and the other part's Horizon.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it was on the World Market side, and they were very good.
They had their timing down.
They were very good.
The
They were fine.
comedic timing was spot on. So great job, Princess, on that one there. That was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of people in there too.
Yeah, it was pretty packed
Yeah,
in the theater.
They put it in the theater. Each time we've seen it, it's been in the theater, I believe.
Yeah. Now we didn't end up seeing it last night, but they did move the marriage show to the theater last night, which I thought was great. Because on Regal we went both times, and it was in Princess Live, and it was standing room only.
Yeah,
So
that's going to be one of their most popular
shows.
shows that they do, game shows that they do.
The game shows, the trivia shows, they're always a blast. Oh, and the karaoke roulette. That was fun.
Oh, that was
That
a lot of
hilarious.
I won't post it because it's my sister doing it,
She was great.
but my sister got up there and she belted it out.
She was the first one.
She was the first one. Nobody else wanted to go first, and she goes, "I'll go first." And so, Cher's little sister, Laura, you rocked it. I was impressed. Although I wish she had done Sweet Caroline, which came up second. So, you get to pull a song from a bucket that you're going to sing. If you choose not to do that one, you can take the next one, but you have to do it, whether you know it or not. And there were some people that didn't know that second song, and they get up there and they did it. So a lot of guts to do that. Good job on that. So Laura didn't do Sweet Caroline. I'm from Boston. I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. So she didn't want to disappoint on that one there. She messed that part up. So she went with a different song. Do you remember what she did?
Piano Man.
Piano Man. Billy Joel, Piano Man. She did a great job. And she got the entire audience, the entire room singing along with her. And then the other people, so she kind of set that bar. And then the other people jumped in and they were doing the same thing. And they kept it going. And it just turned into a great night of sing-along.
So Lauren's knocking on your door right now, not realizing that you're out here.
Yeah,
Send her back this way.
Yep. So she did a great job. And then the next guy that came up after her, he actually ended up pulling
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, and he took it and he ran with it. And he also rocked it. He did a great job out there getting the audience involved. And everybody had a great time through the course of it. Now tonight, in the theater,
Here she comes.
here she comes. Here she comes. Hey there.
What'd you get? Oh.
Pen bouquet. So,
Oh, I love it. The little
this is
bear.
great.
Yep, I got
That's
it.
fair.
I just found that one downstairs.
So for my daughter, Auntie Laura went
pen
and
bouquet.
made a pen bouquet for her. So my daughter likes pens. And so as we went to each stop on each excursion, Auntie Laura picked up a different type of pen for her. So there's a whole group of pens. I love this turtle one here. Look at that.
Oh, those are, ooh, that's awesome. Cool. That is absolutely cool. She's gonna love this. Ooh, and that, and, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So she wants these because she's a server at a restaurant. And if you know her, you might keep an eye out because that's what she wanted these for, to keep track of the pens that she uses when she's serving. But she might decide just to keep these at home because they are pretty cool.
The problem is when you're serving, when you give a pen to somebody to sign the bill, sign the check, they accidentally pocket it down. A lot of regular stick pens, you know, it's easy. I've done it before in the past as well. You know, you sign it and just out of habit, you take it, you put it in the pocket. You don't realize that you just took their pen. Those might be a bit harder to do that with. But she'll like those. I think she'll like those pens coming. So the show tonight. Well,
It sounded really cool, but I don't remember.
don't remember what it is.
You have to look at the thing,
Yeah. All right, we'll look that up, see what the show is
but
tonight.
it looked good.
Yep. So, but other than that, not a whole lot of cons.
Nope. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good trip.
There are a couple things where you can tweak some things. But I'd say, you know, I'd love to see a larger wine selection and the packages. The cocktails were good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan of Dunes on the Rocks.
Dunes on the Rocks is really good, but
That's what all we.
they had
drink
a lot
of
of really good cocktails out there. But it also seems like it's more, I would say there's more cocktails than there are wines.
Yes.
That fall under the Princess Plus package. I don't know if I've seen, there must be some cocktails that fall into the Premier package
Yes.
that cost more, but it is anything up to $15 is what's covered. So, you know, most wines we drink are normally under $10 a glass anyways. You know, we went on one cruise and we did a wine tasting class, and he said there are 3 types of wine out there. Remember what they are?
The one you like that you can't afford.
The one that you like that you can't afford.
The one that you like that you can afford.
The one that you like that you can afford. And the one that you like that
Someone
somebody else
else
is
buys
paying
for
for. Yeah, that's the best. So there's good, better, and best.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that's what we've got for today. We've had an incredible vacation, incredible journey. Thank you, Princess Cruise Line.
Well, I mean, we paid for it. But
We
we've
paid for
enjoyed it on
We've
YouTube.
enjoyed it, yes.
Enjoyed getting to be on and sail on Enchanted Princess.
Yes. And we met so many people this trip. And a lot of it because of my sister Laura, because she is a social butterfly. She goes up and she just starts talking with people. I normally don't do that right off the bat. I did get to talk to a gentleman about the Insta360 camera that we're using here. He saw me using it. And so I was able to answer some questions for him about it. And that was Tommy. Yep, met Tommy. And then we also met Melissa and Tom.
So,
He's a doctor. Yep. We had drinks with him and crooners last night. We met Susie. Susie's been on hundreds of cruises at this point. She is a really nice lady. So if you see her out there, say hi. But yeah, just an incredible time. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for coming out, hanging with Hodge, and with Dr. Wendy here. Thanks for hanging with us, and we look forward to seeing you on more of our adventures as we go back to the original goal of the channel, which is really just getting together and hanging out, having a good time. All right, cheers.